Hello, fight fans. I'm here with Xander Zayas, who's getting ready for another fight coming up on June 12th for the Shakur Stevenson Nakathila undercard. Xander, thank you so much for jumping on with me.
Jeremy, thank you very much for having me here again. Really, really happy to be here and ready to put on a show June 12th.
So we didn't talk that long ago. We talked about right before your last fight in April.
Yes.
What's new since then? What anything new, special going on, different?
Same hard work, same dedication, same effort. Um, just a different opponent. An
Hmm.
opponent that is aggressive, that comes forward, that is there to fight. Larry Fryer, that is 11-3, and we make all the adjustment during training camp to come out victorious come June 12th.
Kind of going back to your last fight, I mean, you came out like a bull, man. I mean, you got to Marcus Layton in that corner and you just went for it. What was that the plan that you were going to be more aggressive in this fight, or was that something that you decided in the moment?
Well, the plan in that last fight was, yes, being aggressive. I do
Mhm.
believe that I was a little too over aggressive. I got too excited, hearing the crowd, seeing that he was hurt. But we got the job done. We did what we had to do. We I saw the mistake from the first belt, and it was just a matter of time to get him in the right position and land the big shot.
Does that make a difference when you have a crowd that's so in your corner, hyping you up? And again, the first time with the crowd in a long time, the endorphins pumping, is that making a big difference?
Well, I do believe that it doesn't make a difference, but again, it was the first fight over a year with a crowd in Orlando, where it's mostly Puerto Rican fans. So it did got me a little excited that night. But this time around, I'm gonna stay focused and I'm going to do my job at its best and follow the game plan.
Are there certain specific things that you're looking to do in different fights? Like maybe a couple fights before it's, hey, work on this aspect of your boxing, or this one, hey, work more on the inside. What would you say was more of your focus for that last fight?
Man, the last fight we had a tall guy. We knew that he could box that distance, so we had to cut the distance. We had to be aggressive, stay in front of him, um, or close to him, and land the big shots to the body and to the head, and that's what we did.
Mhm. One of the stats that jumps up with that fantastic TKO that you had in that fight is your KO rating now up to 75%. As
Yes.
far as that power, are you really starting to see a difference fight by fight with your level of power?
Oh yes, 100%. We've been working on the power, on the explosiveness, on the quickness of our punches here in the gym, and I think I've started noticing that that difference with fights going on.
You've got 2 wins in 2021, still early. Are we looking for how many more? 4 more, 3 more? Ideally, what do you think?
I'm looking forward to fight after this one three more times.
Mhm.
If everything aligns, if Top Rank wants that plan for me, I'm looking forward to step in the ring three times again, and leave no doubt. That's the goal. Every time I step into the ring, leave no doubt on why I'm I'm gonna win Prospect of the Year.
And talking about that, I mean that's been your goal for this entire year. I know you said it early to me that hey, I want that title of
Yes.
prospect of the year. So looking at that, and to me, you seem like you're a very goal oriented person. What do you have to do in order to achieve that status?
Man, to in order to win Prospect of the Year, I have to go in there each time I step into the ring and do my job. Again, leave no doubt. Show everybody that I could adjust to any type of fighter they put in front of me, and you know, showcase my talent every time I step in.
Something a little bit different about this next opponent, Larry Fryer's southpaw. Was that by design?
Well, he's listed as a southpaw, but he's an orthodox. He's an orthodox fighter. He's fight orthodox. Um, Again, somebody that comes forward, somebody that is aggressive. In we've been seeing throughout my career. Top Rank has given me different type of opponent, and I'm glad they are doing that because it's preparing me for when I step to a big fight. I'm ready, and I know in my mind that I already saw everything in a boxing ring, and I'm just happy. I'm just happy to have the opportunity that Top Rank is giving me.
I know that on your path towards achieving greatness in the boxing ring that you've worked with and sparred with a lot of great fighters throughout the last couple of years. Any specific names that you've worked with recently?
Yes, this time around, I had the chance to spar with Sean Porter.
Mhm.
Great dude, a gentleman in and outside the ring, and somebody that I'm looking forward to work with.
As far as working with a Sean Porter, and I know in the past, whether it's George Kambosos or
Yes.
Adrian Broner, do you feel like you're learning something, or do you pick the minds of each of those different fighters for something? How do you approach that kind of relationship or combination?
Oh yeah, 100%. I do believe that I pick up new stuff every time I step in the ring with somebody that has been at the highest level. Um, I also like to ask him question after the sparring, see what they think, see what I could improve, what I could be better at, and what I'm doing good too, because that keeps me on a mindset that I'm still growing, I'm still learning, and stepping in the ring with those big fighters, it pushed me to be better.
I've noticed just from looking at social media, things of that nature, your gym, your home base, the Sweatbox Boxing Gym, is really kind of becoming a popular location for
Yeah,
boxers to train.
yeah,
Talk about some of the different people that have just gone in and out of the doors there.
man. Danny Jacob, came through the last 2 weeks of his last fight here in Sweatbox. Adrian Broner, Rory Eastern, Gervonta Davis also came here. George Cambosos have been here for the last 3 or 4 fights. Um, there's a couple other guys that are looking forward to come in, and we have the door open all the time that they want to do camping here. It's great for me. It's great for the gym. It's great exposure, and it's a learning experience, like I always say.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Did I see a little photo op with you and Tyson Fury not that long ago?
Yeah, yeah. It was a good photo. I thought that I was tall. I thought that I was big, but then I stepped next to him and I have to look up. He's like 6'7", 6'9". I was like, this guy's tall. He's a massive guy.
Well, obviously he's part of the, associated with the Top Ring family. He's got a big fight coming up. What do you think about his chances in that fight for repeating the win against Deontay Wilder?
And he's gonna do it again. He did it twice in a row.
Hmm.
Because I do believe that the first time he won that fight, he did it in the second time by stoppage, and I think this third time around is gonna be the same story. He's gonna win by knockout, and he's gonna show that he's the best heavyweight right now.
Hmm. I know that your time is focused on boxing. I mean, that's your profession. That's what you do. But you also do a lot of philanthropy outside of the ring. I
Yes,
noticed that there have been a number of charities that you've worked with, and even just recently. Um, where does the drive for that come from? Is that something that's always been a priority to you, that was built in from your family, or kind of talk about where does that
100%.
motivation come from?
Yeah, that's something that I always wanted to do as a professional. Help the community. Um, getting the future that are the kids, getting them to a good spot in life, showing them that with hard work, with dedication, and with a good team behind you and people that you trust, anything is possible. So being able to do that at such a young age, it means a lot to me.
Any special charities that you're working with? Any special campaigns or anything that you're
Well,
targeting at the
right
moment?
now, right now we are focusing on the anti-bullying campaign. We also focusing on the um, mental health campaign. I think those two things are really a really hard topic that most people don't pay attention to. And using my platform, my social media to get people to pay attention to what what that means to me and what that means to the people that are suffering from that. It means a lot, and I'm going to continue to do that.
Yeah, and I was going to say, as far as mental health, I mean, it affects everyone in every walk of
Yes,
life. We can talk about boxers for a long time that have always have had struggles with it, as anyone does. And it's nice to
100%.
see people talking about it, and
Yes.
looking at boxers as people. They have problems too, and if
Yeah.
they need help, don't kick them when they're down. Let be supportive rather than antagonistic, which I think
And
is a great message.
and I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand, not just with boxers, but with
Hmm.
with athletes and famous people in general. They think that because they're famous, they shouldn't go through stuff. And fans and people that support us, they need to know that we also humans. We also human. We go through a lot of stuff, and we need to help each other and support each other to be better.
No doubt. I think sometimes people forget that because you guys do
Yeah.
look so superhuman in some of
Yeah.
the things you do, especially like you've done in the boxing ring. And I hope to see you do something superhuman again on June 12th. So, Xander,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you so much, and best of luck.
Man, don't miss it. June 12th on ESPN Plus. I'm putting on a show. I'm showing why I'm gonna win Prospect of the Year 2021. And guys, please follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Xander Zayas. Follow my journey, and the sky's the limit.
Well said. And the journey continues.
Thank you, Jeremy.